Returning officer of the Federal Parliamentary Labor Party, wish to report to you that a special meeting of the party was held this morning, at which the positions of leader and deputy leader were declared vacant. The new leader of the Federal Parliamentary Labor Party, elected unopposed, is Julia Gillard. The new deputy leader of the Federal Parliamentary Labor Party, elected unopposed, is Wayne Swan.
Absolutely no idea anything was going on.
We're just seeing pictures now of the new Prime Minister, Julia Gillard, and her new deputy, Wayne Swan.
Some people simply didn't believe it, so the plotters held their cards very close to their chest.
She appears to have brushed aside a question there from one of the press gallery journalists.
It was done in secret. It was only a small number of people involved, which makes it all the more extraordinary that they were able to pull it off.
The meeting was conducted in a very orderly manner. It was, yes, I can say it was a very gracious speech by the Prime Minister and also by the new leader and deputy leader. Each of the people elected, as well as Prime Minister Rudd, spoke to the caucus. I don't wish to canvass what they said. I will leave it for those members to report as they feel.
You have a Prime Minister who's a first-term Prime Minister. He's led you out of the wilderness. He is still well ahead on the two-party preferred vote, according to all the opinion polls, and yet the party has pulled him down.
I was elected by the Australian people as Prime Minister of this country to bring back a fair go for all Australians. And I have given my absolute best to do that. I've given it my absolute all. I'm proud of the fact that the first thing we did in government was ratify the Kyoto Protocol. Also proud of the fact that we boosted the renewable energy target to 20%. I'm proud of the fact that we tried 3 times to get an emissions trading scheme through this Parliament, although we failed. And if I had one point of future policy, it must be our ambition to pass a carbon pollution reduction scheme within this Parliament, the one that follows, I mean, so that we can make a difference, a real difference to climate change. What I'm less proud of is the fact that I have now blubbered.
Not to worry. They all feel like that.
I hope I've been able to demonstrate to you that this has been a very busy 2.5 years. We have thrown our absolute all at this.
I grew up in a home of hard-working parents. They taught me the value of hard work. They taught me the value of respect. They taught me the value of doing your bit for the community. And it is these values that will guide me as Australia's Prime Minister. I believe in a government that rewards those that day in and day out work in our factories and on our farms, in our mines and in our mills, in our classrooms and in our hospitals, that rewards that hard work, decency and effort. The people who play by the rules, set their alarms early, get their kids off to school, stand by their neighbours and love their country. I love this country and I was not going to sit idly by and watch an incoming opposition cut education, cut health and smash rights at work. I take my fair share of responsibility for the Rudd government's record, for our important achievements and for the errors made. I know the Rudd government did not do all it said it would do, and at times it went off track. I also certainly acknowledge I have not been elected Prime Minister by the Australian people. And in the coming months, I will ask the Governor-General to call a general election so that the Australian people can exercise their birthright and choose their Prime Minister. It's with the greatest humility, resolve and enthusiasm that I sought the endorsement of my colleagues to be the Labor leader and to be the Prime Minister of this country.